Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skysworld.com for life coaching and mentoring. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Let's talk about a little dating advice for you single guys out there. I hit 3 areas that I think are important. There's lots of different ways you can talk about being single. There are coaches that deal with dating coaches. But let's just touch on this very briefly. Let's talk about the art of attraction, how to attract people, how to be more attractive. Because that's important, to attract people. And there's obvious things that you can do. You can get yourself in the gym, and I'm not saying that you need to become a bodybuilder to attract women. In fact, most guys that are super jacked, the body style that you fantasize about may repel women. You may want to dial it back a little bit. I don't suggest being some big steroid supplement taking bodybuilder. I mean, if that's what you want, that's fine, but I'm going to tell you right now that most of those guys are gay. A lot of women, you can do the research, a lot of women don't really go for those guys. Guys go for those guys. The bodybuilding scene is notoriously homosexual. But one of the ways that you attract people by being more attractive is through personality. You got to understand, guys, that sure, your physical appearance matters some, but it's your personality that really dominates. You can dress nice and wear fancy shirts and expensive watches and nice shoes. Chicks check those things out. They judge you on those things, and you can play the game. But it's not really necessary. That's not what gets you a woman. Telling her how much money you have and how successful you are. You know what? That's going to get you a gold digger. That's not going to get you a good woman. A good woman is paying attention to other things, more subtle things. Who you are. If you're father material. If you're going to be the type of guy she wants raising her daughter. That kind of thing. So to be attractive, this is obviously in social functions. When you're standing around in your home by yourself, doesn't matter. The first thing I suggest is to never go to a social function with an agenda. That agenda being to hook up with women. I don't care how desperately lonely you are. Don't go to any social function, any party or meeting or dinner or whatever it is, concert. Don't go to any social function with an agenda of hooking up or getting phone numbers or meeting women. You may meet women everywhere you go, but never ever have that be your plan. You literally want to ignore the women that are at the party, at the meeting, at the function, the work. You're going to your work picnic. Ignore the hot chicks. Go and talk to the same people that you always talk to. It's not always about being a social butterfly and introducing yourself to people you don't know. It's about being noticed. Certain people stand out at social functions, and beautiful women, available women, will seek those men out, whether it be in the moment or afterwards. So if you go to a social function, you ignore all the most beautiful women there and you just have a good time, go there without an agenda. You may be approached. That's the best way, is you can retain your alpha male status if women are approaching you rather than you cold calling. A cold call in sales is when you just approach someone who has no interest in what you got and then you try to convince them into it. And you literally are trying to sell yourself. You cheapen yourself. You lessen yourself. You weaken yourself. And every other guy in the room is trying to do that. Don't do that. Be the one guy that's not. The one guy who doesn't give a fuck, and you will stand out as the most attractive, powerful person in the room. And the other way, another way that we can be more attractive is to just be naturally you. Be the most raw, natural version of yourself. Don't hold back. If you're passionate, be passionate. If you laugh loud, laugh real loud. Tell interesting stories. Show emotion. Be positive. Be supportive. Don't talk about yourself too much. When asked about yourself, the answer is always, oh, I'm great, how are you? And then ask details about them. Don't go into details about yourself. You're not hiding anything. It's just not important. Even if a beautiful woman is noticing how awesome you are, because you're not chicken hawking in the room, you're not staring at other women, you didn't come there with some agenda, and you're just being naturally you, this raw version of yourself, she may approach you. You will be approached by women. You don't have to go into all your success stories or the amazing journey that you have gone through in order to get there. Ask her questions about herself. And everything that she talks about, be supportive, be interested, but not overly interested where you're fake. And that's the whole point. Always just be absolutely real. If she says something stupid, make fun of her in a playful way. Point out her flaws if she's got them and make fun of them. I'm not trying to tell you to be a dick, to be cocky or rude. Just be yourself. Break the ice. Be self-deprecating. Make fun of yourself. If you stumble, say, yeah, I got big giant feet, whatever. She may think that you're making fun of your feet and think it's funny, but in the back of her mind, she's putting two and two together. Hey, big feet, this guy's got big feet. I wonder what else is big. You're scoring points, you don't even know it. You're just being the raw version of yourself, and just being goofy and honest and truthful. That honesty and truthfulness is the most attractive aspect of you. And you want to be confident. Confidence is the undertone of who you are when you're out in public, when you're out where you are. No matter if it's just walking to the car, you're an extremely confident guy walking to the car. People notice that. Be confident when you walk into a room. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you. It doesn't matter if you have a pimple on your face, if it's a bad hair day, something I don't have to worry about. But none of that matters. You could go to a function underdressed, unshaven, with a pimple on your face, and your hair messy because you forgot to do it up, and be the biggest winner in that whole room. The most interesting man in the world. I've seen this happen. This kind of thing works. The times in my life where I have been the most successful with women, had women approach me, give me their phone numbers, ask me on dates, these types of things, where I haven't had to do a thing, no effort on my part. Those times, the times that I have met the girlfriends that ended up to be the serious relationships where we lasted for years, those meetings, they always happened when I wasn't paying attention, when I was ignoring them, when I was just being me, just the raw version of me, Sky's just being Sky. That's when I'm the most attractive. Not when I got my booty shirt on and I show up to the club or the function and I'm like, ooh, she's pretty, and I'd fuck her, and I do my little inventory. You know you guys do that within the first 5 seconds of walking in any room. Quit all that shit. And you'll see how things change for you. Your attractiveness, your value raises. It's food for thought.